And we're moving into the last 250 metres of the race, and the pink boat of Paul Wycherley is pushing towards the front of the field, and just on his right-hand shoulder is Olympian Tim Brabants in the red vest of Nottingham, pushing through. We know this is the usual strong part of the race for Paul and Tim, so I think we'll see a good battle as we move into the last 120 metres. Challenging for third place, we have out in the outside lane there Stuart Hastings in the yellow and black of Chelmsford, but Tim Brabant seemed to have his nose just ahead of Paul Wycherley in the pink boat, but Paul's responding as they move into the last 70 metres. It's Tim Brabant from Nottingham against Paul Wycherley. Paul's up his rate and is pushing through in the last 40 minutes. Paul Wycherley from the White Kayak Club looks as if he's going to take this race, and indeed he does. Paul Wycherley wins for the White Kayak Club, half a boat length ahead of Tim Brabants from Nottingham. And as they come down over the 200 metre mark, just 200 metres to go, it's the outside boat stroked by Jess Walker in the red vest that's leading the pack through the last 150 metres, and there's no doubt that this strong senior boat seems to have it over the rest of the field. So the boat out in lane number 6 of Walker, Sawyers, Cawthorne and Belcher, looking very powerful, just ahead of Abby Edmonds, stroking the boat in lane number 5. And as they push towards the line, it is indeed Walker, Sawyers, Cawthorne, Belcher boat that will take the first place, ahead of Edmonds, Towers, Burkill, and the action seems to be in the centre of the course as the athletes approach the 200 metre mark, and there's no doubt that it's Rachel Cawthorne in that trademark red and black striped boat that leads the field through with about 160 metres to go. Louisa Sawyers from the Elmbridge Club in the green vest is in second place, but she's about 2 boat lengths down on Cawthorne. Cawthorne looking very strong as she eases into the last 100 metres of the race. Has the finishing line clearly within her field of focus. And she's holding that 2 boat length lead over Louisa Sawyers from Elmbridge. Louisa out in lane number 6. And Rachel Cawthorne really is looking like the business here today on the water at Nottingham as she takes that first place comfortably. 3 to 4 boat lengths ahead of Louisa Sawyers, who's going to cross in second place, and she does that now. And the blue boat, stroked by Farrell in the first position, looks as if it has a short lead ahead of the boat with the young seniors of Welch, Terry, Simmons and Haynes, and in doing fact across about a boat length ahead of them, moving into the last 230 or 130 metres of the race. Seniors showing good timing there of their paddle strokes, and they'll be upping the rate as they move into the last 100 metres. Ben Farrell with the black hat, with Paul Wycherley right behind him in perfect synchronisation. Stuart Hastings in the 3 position and Andy Daniels in 4 have got a boat length lead of the second ORS boat, and it is indeed the Farrell, Wycherley, Hastings and Daniels combination take first place. And they're off. Liam Heath out in lane number 5 has had a good start, as has Christian Reeds in lane 6, and Johnny Schofield has had his typical flyer in lane number 2. And there's hardly anything to split these guys as they come down into the last 110 metres. Johnny Schofield in the red boat is under pressure from Ed McKeever in the centre of the course in lane number 4. And outside him, Liam Heath is also having a good race. Rob Beer out in lane number 8 too is in the mix. And as they push through to the line, this is going to be a contest between McKeever and Heath. McKeever and Heath is just taking a small advantage, and McKeever wins from Liam Heath in lane 5. And they're off. And Hayley Mason seemed to get a really good lift off the starting blocks there. Hayley Mason in the red vest of Nottingham, the white boat in lane number 3, but Abby Edmonds outside her has picked up again, as has Rachel Cawthorne. Rachel Cawthorne in lane 5 with Abby Edmonds just inside her in lane 4, and Hayley Mason in lane 3 look to be really jousting out for the honours in this race. Rachel Cawthorne looking really powerful. Angela Hannon too in lane 6 having a good race, but this is Rachel Cawthorne who's got a length ahead of Abby Edmonds, and Hayley Mason is pushing in for the line to take that second place, and indeed it's Rachel Cawthorne in lane 5 gets another first place. James Train, Matt Lawrence, Richard Jeffries and James Stein all had good starts there. Matt Lawrence in the middle of the field is looking very powerful in lane number 5, as is James Train in lane number 6, but Richard Jeffries in lane 1 is doing another good job. Mario Santos Costa is 2 in lane number 3 is having a better race today. But over in the middle of the field, James Train is looking very powerful, and Matt Lawrence is going head to head with him, and James Stein just about a foot left behind. This looks like it's going to be close between Lawrence and Train, and Jeffries is having a late surge in lane number 1. Who's going to get this? Oh, that looks like Richard and Matt Lawrence seem to take that in lane number 5. And they're off again. And it looked as if Schofield and Heath got the better start this time. Higher stroke rate than Beryl Reach just inside them in lane number 2, and they're looking very powerful. Liam Heath and Johnny Schofield in lane number 3. Looks like they've taken a length advantage already out of the rest of the field as they move into the final 50 metres of the race. Liam Heath and Johnny Schofield looking very good in lane number 3, ahead of Christian Reeves with Rob Beer behind him in lane 2.